How has been your code camp so far? Good? Tired? Ready to go home and relax? Okay, I will not bore you. We'll try to finish ASAP. I know you would like to be 5 minutes before there so that you don't miss anything. So that's one goal. And that's a drawback of the last session. You have to finish faster because everyone wants to run and you know no one wants to lose. All right. So welcome to my session, Office 65 Innovation to the Best Collaboration. Uh, Moving on, I think you might have already seen the sponsor, so I'll not waste your time there. This is my sponsor, my company, Golden 5 Consulting. We are in USA, Canada, and India. And this is about myself. My previous session was on the career, so there was not a descriptive about me. So I'm CTO of Golden 5 Consulting and CEO of LAEX UG Foundation. Golden 5 Consulting is the consulting company which I run. And that's earned my bread and butter. And LAEX UG Foundation is my nonprofit which provides the technology share and sessions in the Microsoft technology space in Microsoft Live Office. I have 20 years of experience in IT. I have worked for almost all IT giants. I've been 3 times MVP. I've been a blogger, speaker, author, father, and husband. I used to write for mlsectionguru.com. Then my website is below there, then my email address, then my Twitter ID. All right, so I've worked for Microsoft PSS. That's most important, where I learned a lot of things. All right, I'll not bore you there, so we can move. This is my other MVP who wrote the book, and we released it together. I reviewed it with another MVP. So this is on the Microsoft Teams. If you want to learn more and want to buy a book, this is the one I would recommend because it's written by Microsoft MVP who has already worked a lot in Microsoft unified messaging space. So he already knew Skype for Business a lot, and then he jumped into the Microsoft Teams. And it's also reviewed by other 2 MVPs who has been, I think, great. So other MVP is Vikas Sukhija. He's also an amazing MVP who has written a lot of PowerShell scripts in the Microsoft Gallery you'll find. He is one of them who has hit 60,000 points in TechNet. Not everyone gets. Probably 5% in the world have that number of points. All right, so then moving on to the agenda. Office 365 intro, Office 365 use, benefits, different Office 365 plans, one for everyone, planning for Office 365, Office 365 applications. So I'll not waste much time on these things. But let's see, and we'll try to do a little bit demo as well, depending on how much or how good internet is here. So Office 365, in my view, or the way I describe it, is it's a subscription plan that includes email functionality plus other applications over the internet. You don't have to have a office. You don't need an office, and it doesn't need to connect to your office. Anything can get over the internet rather than going to and connecting to your office. You can just directly get it from the internet. It provides infrastructure services. I say infrastructure services, but actually it's a software as a service. So you don't have to buy these softwares and deploy in your data center. Skype for Business, messaging, email, and SharePoint. And it's distributed across the globe in multiple data centers. You live in USA, you will get USA data center. You select your country and time, it will create your mailbox in USA. If you live in Australia, you select your Australia time zone and it will select the local data center in Australia to create and keep your data. It's available on the cloud, reachable from anywhere, reliable, it's most available, high available, and SaaS, that's what software as a service. went up. It went to the cloud, did you see? Okay, who can use Office 5? It's the simplest question. I think student, we are in the college, right? What do you guys do? I think every one of you can use it, right? So maybe you are one of you are a doctor here, one of you are an engineer, teacher, professor, scientist, astronaut. I guess there's no astronaut here, but they can also use it. If they get an internet connection from the space, they can use it and see their emails. Probably offline, they can see some videos, they're missing their family in the email or in the SharePoint online, they have the video, you can watch it later. Managers, politicians, accountants, builders, IT professional, pilot, driver, plumber. End of the day, everyone can use it. Where you want to keep the data safe, available, reliable, that's one place where you can keep, and it doesn't cost you a lot. It's not free. Free is not always safe and better. It's not free, but it can be free for some of you. Maybe if you're a doctor, maybe if you're a student, it could be free. If you're a government employee, it could be free. So there are different plans. Benefits. So that's what I was talking already. No service outage. We don't expect any outage because the way Microsoft has designed is a high available. Oh yeah, we're good now. Thank you so much. So it's available everywhere in the world. There's no outage. It works fine because they have deployed, I think, 6 copies of your database which contains emails. And they also have the SharePoint server in high availability mode. So every data has been copied to multiple servers, different locations, not necessarily in the same room, different locations, different cities, and probably different states. They have three wireless production engines, and probably they're increasing more as well. Then they do the regular update deployment in their system for sure, which can mess up sometimes, but there cannot be any time that you'll see the service outage, because if one server gets messed up, then other server will have the copy, they will mount it there and it will work. And they provide free support cases. That's amazing. I mean, this has not been so far until Microsoft released Office 365. It was never free support case. Now you call for even major issue in your organization, you create a ticket from Microsoft Office 365, it's free. And at times, depending on the support or the issue requirement, they call very fast. I've experienced both. If I have raised a concern with my admin account, then they call me very fast. If I raise a concern with my data missing, maybe they'll call very fast. If I have another technical concern, then might be they'll call very late. But they are different. They are available 24/7. So I said no licensing cost. It is a licensing cost there, but not for everyone, and not for every product. If you see that what they're giving and what they're billing you is not that costly, it's more cost effective, mostly for small businesses. But if you go for the enterprises, they will also see there's a benefit. But no licensing costs primarily for students or for government employees, which are and for non-profits. The basic level plan is kind of free. Microsoft is consistently improving the services, so it is a good thing. You will always get a new innovative service. So anything which has coming up, which Microsoft has not released for on-premises, it will be released there. So you will be the first person or this is the first place you will use the new service. As you can see, Microsoft Teams, it's not released for on-premises. It is only available in Microsoft Office 365. Then there are multiple choice of plans as per your requirement. Use them, or go for small to higher, unlimited, unlimited, secure, more secure, reliable. Then Microsoft is keep on adding. It's not a small thing. Just you think about one technology, then you need another one. Then you need another one. Then you have a single sign-on. Then you have a data loss protection. I have not mentioned there, but you have also have multi-factor authentication. So that's keep on changing. Then Microsoft has Office Web for home, business, enterprise, education, government, and mention non-profit here. That's also one more. Government price is not open, it's enterprise contracts. All the enterprise contracts, the cost is not open to everyone when it goes for bulk. But other costs are open for education. Students license free as far as you have EDU ID, you can claim it. Same with the non-profits. I think they go with org ID and they would like to verify the documentation so that you get that. There are different categories of plans available for different requirements. That gives the cost as well. So that's why I said it's one for everyone approach. So students can use education plan. A small business can use multiple plans, but the user limit is 300 users. If you have more, then you come into the enterprise. Then you have government plans and home and individual. Okay, again it's going to up to the cloud. All right. When you are planning for Office 5, that's the most important thing today. It's not an easy thing to just say, oh, I want to go to Office 5 and you are there. No, you have to have a plan. You have to select what plan is more suitable for you. What are the services or applications you need as per the plan you will choose. I mean, as per the application's requirement, you will choose the correct plan. Then, again, the service requirement, is it really a service requirement for you, or is it coming as an option, so you are just keeping it? There could be some of the users who may not need this type of business, and it's coming as part of the plan. So they will say, okay, let's keep it there, but then you would like to choose that I would like to keep it turned off. I don't want to deploy it. Then user creation process. How would you like to create the users? If you have enterprise and you have more than 500 users, do you want to create manually 500 users? No, you want a process. You want to synchronize it from on-premises to the cloud. So you will use Microsoft tool, or you will use any other tool, or what process you will use. Then mail routing. Right now you are mail routing from on-premises, so you are encrypting the mail, you are doing the DLP, you are making a second copy, like generally of the email on-premises. Do you want the same there, and you would like to match it, or you would like to continue the routing from on-premises, and that will still work, but you need to know or take a decision there. Then the DNS configuration, what we need to change or what we want to follow. Then do you want to keep it in hybrid mode, where your on-premises will work as well as your Office 365 will work? Half of the users are here, half of them are there. Organizations choose this way at times when they have some external consultants coming and they are temporary. They say, okay, you go to Office 365, use that, we don't care. On-premises, we are safe and everything's fine. So we just care about on-premises. So they create the consultant accounts in the cloud. Then do you want a single sign-on? Do you want a multi-factor authentication? Do you also want the self-signed password reset portal? All the decisions. So that's main planning phase where you will decide that. Right. Moving on to the Office 365 services. So primarily you will see Exchange, Skype for Online, now it's turning to Teams, SharePoint, then Exchange Online Protection, with Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Office software, and archiving, then Azure AD, These are the main things you will see in Microsoft Word, but there are more coming. Power Apps, Flow. Um, how many of you are already using Office 365? Nice. So, is there any issue you have seen, or do you have any feedback? No? Okay.
But for us, it's transparent, and we work from our premises, it's fine, and it all just works. I think we're here today to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, yeah, but this one, but not everybody is using, that's why I had to give a little intro, right? So, demo part. So, move on to the demo. So I'll be using few applications. Not every application is possible to demo, or it's easy to demo. So I'll start with the Microsoft Teams. Right? I had it open earlier. I will start from the top side. This is my company's team account, my own team account. Then I'm also a guest with Microsoft. Okay? I can go there and see what I have. So first of all, there's one team account which can work with multiple organizations. I mean, one team software which can work with multiple organizations. So I'm just switching the account, and it's supposed to be so quick. I just just select the drop-down menu, and I'm switched. So we are planning IMCP SoCal 10th anniversary event, which is coming next year with Microsoft. So that's the account which is giving me the access to this particular discussion. I'm part of this group there, and this is just to show how easy to manage multiple accounts. So that's how I switch, and I'm coming back now so that I can access more data on my company side. So I went there. If I have to respond something there or join a meeting there, I'll switch it and I go there and just join it, finish the meeting, come back. Then I come back to Teams. Teams is the most powerful tool today because it has a lot of collaboration options. So right now I'm working on this technology, this project, and we have to close this task. So this is I'm under the Planner. It's using Microsoft Planner application, and in that I have the task listed there, and it is showing me as the progress. I would like to see as a plan, so it can show me as per the plan, and I should be able to go down. But I have other tasks completed, so it's
Is this like something that other people in the team can see also?
yeah, they can see their own tasks. I can see my tasks. I'm in the my task here.
So like, maybe some of your tasks are part of a project that's a common project.
Yeah.
So can other people see those?
Yes, they can also see that.
So there's an ability to make it just so that you see it and then
Yes.
some tasks it.
Yeah, some tasks can be seen by both or. So that's a Planner's feature. I'm just showing you that how you can use Planner in a more collaborative way using Teams. So that's it's showing the Teams as well. So there are more applications here which shows which are available in Teams, and those can be used here. I can mark. I can mark it close and it will close, complete the task. I don't have to go to the particular application's website or open an application in my phone and do anything there. So one place for the good collaboration. Then you use, moving on to the next application, then you can go to OneNote and access my OneNote from Office 365. So it's trying to access or download, you can see that.
So this is all part of Teams?
Yeah, it's part of Microsoft Office 365. Now it's trying to download, or it is showing everything in one team. So it's Microsoft Teams is an application which can show all the collaboration together. So right now it's still loading. Um, okay, I had something here. I think a screenshot from a customer or something which is here. Like permissions on the yeah, LADC one, SDDC one. So I have something here to check back. So it shows me all the OneNotes which I have saved in the Office 365. So it's an app which is it's better collaboration. How can you better use all the apps? That's what I'm showing here. So you can go separately to the browser and access them. It's like my planner is here, so I can access more other projects. This is a migration project which I had opened there, which was. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay. So this is what it was showing. The two tasks were probably due, or my task. These are probably my tasks which are assigned to me, or this one was due. So it was showing there in the teams. That's how we collaborated together in one application. The planners. Otherwise, you can use the planner here in the browser and look one application separately. Then you can also open Teams in the browser, and you can open and look into the Teams as well. Then you have other applications in the browser which you can see, SharePoint, OneDrive, all these can be seen in the browser. What I'm trying to show is don't go to the browser and use the Microsoft Teams. It's much better this way. It's more collaborative, more better use of the application here. So when you come here in the Teams, you can see other items, like you can see all the teams which you have created. You can talk to them, you can chat with them, you can have a video call with them, you can have an audio call with them, and they all can talk in one interface. You're talking, remember you were talking, and then 2 minutes back we were in the planner, and after that we were in the OneNote. We can do everything from one application. Then you can access your meetings. Wow, I had only one meeting, lunch, today. And wow, nothing else. It doesn't show me I'm here somehow. So that's added to my another calendar. That's why it is not showing. It's not in my office calendar. So if I move another day, probably it will start showing other meetings. Yeah, so it's been one. It's a busy day. It's a busy day. Let's say this one, Thursday. Thursday was a quite busy day. I had a meeting with Microsoft. I had a meeting with my customer on compliance. I had a weekly update meeting with my customer, and my haircut appointment was there. And yeah, I had to shape up, right? To come here to look good. So it shows my appointment. So it acts as a calendar. You can join the meetings. If it is a Skype meeting, you can join from here. If it is non-Skype, you cannot join. But as far as it's Skype meeting, you can directly join from here. You can also you can schedule a meeting from Teams. Then you can access all your files. You can see, it can show my some of my presentations, some of my files here, which are in my SharePoint. I can also access my OneDrive. Right? So it shows, this was in my Teams, let's say. It was part of my team. So whatever data I had in my Teams, it was showing there. Then it was showing my OneDrive there. So you can add more cloud storage. Cloud Box also. Google Drive also. Share file, Dropbox. Look at that. So this is the application which gives you one application and done. Mostly you will not go anywhere if you just use those Office applications for your work. Only you will go to Outlook to reply to the emails. But other than that, you don't really need to go to chat or check the documents or write or read the documents. So basically, if you want to see, I can open this Word application, sorry, PowerPoint application here. I should be able to, I'll say edit in PowerPoint online. Okay, I'm sorry. It takes me another place, but okay, edit in Teams. I didn't realize that option there on the top. So you can edit the PowerPoint here as well. You really don't have to leave this application and go anywhere. So files, meetings, Teams, chat. Here is the chat. I can talk to Edith. I can call her, and I can do all kind of things from here. What you do in your Skype for Business. Then there are more applications here. Stream is kind of a Microsoft tried to upload, provide an application where you can upload the videos and stream. There's a wiki and who, all those, and Microsoft is adding more applications here. That's the whole point. And they're also providing the store, so you can go and add more applications. So just keep on adding. And just if you want to add Adobe Sign, which you can do now, and I think it's, and then you can log into your account and you can just access that, and you provide some functionality to signing your document inside the Teams. Everything, the thing is that it's available, they're adding, it's keep on coming, and it's never ending. Whole focus is everything you can do, even Cisco WebEx meeting, you can do from Teams. Okay, so this is Teams. Moving on, I'm also showing the power of Office 365. I'm also using Power Apps. Power Apps is an application which we created. Power Apps is an apps platform where you can create multiple applications. So what we did is we used this with SharePoint Online and created some applications which are like Golden 5 timesheet approval. So my employees today use this application and log in their time. The other application I was showing on top was Golden 5 Leaves. My other employees update there and request for the leaves. So this, if I open the first one, that was in Feb. So it's not looking very good here because I'm the admin, I'm the manager, I'm the owner, so it shows me everything. So I simply shows me that what was done and if the status is approved. So this app is primarily for the end users who can just come and create some entries, and this is how it looks like. So they come product name, give the product name, give the login ID, date, time, hours, description, employee name, and then they hit submit. Okay, submit is by the checkbox. So this can also be a useful application from your Office 365. And if I go back to my Office 365 and look to see where's the data for that app which we have, it's not here, it's here. So this is my G5 timesheet based on the change date and time. So October 31st, Ajit had logged half an hour time on database week store issue, and it is approved. This one was not approved. This is under modify. Then again, this one was approved. This was approved. So the point here is This is an application which we have created in the collaboration with SharePoint online, and end user sees the different interface. They log their timesheet in an easy format, and that's possible because of Office 365. Otherwise, it could be SharePoint, and then we had to use the Flow or Power App separately, combine, deploy somewhere, think about it. And we didn't have to think too much when Microsoft collaborated for us. They already collaborated the tools, applications. This is Flow. I can go back and see my flows which I have created, or I can go back and see Power Apps and create more Power Apps if I want to, if I need to. So in an organization, you can think about adding some change approvals there. You can add some probably incident management approvals there. You can think of adding, what I did was timesheet approvals, maybe for consultants, if not for employees. And you can think for any approval process that can be added here. You don't have to go for any third-party software, you don't have to go anywhere else. It will be logged here, and on any of your executive which reviews that, collects the data. For me, it's an accounting team which comes and collects the data that, okay, this person got 96 hours and he should be paid for 96 hours for this job, and they just take the data, they just run the salary. They don't have to talk to anyone. On the back end, it is doing a lot of work. It is sending an approval request to the manager. It is approving it and sending the data back to the user that, okay, it got approved, and it's logging it here. So Microsoft Flow is a Microsoft workflow tool which allows you to create some Microsoft-based flows where you can say if the data is, if the email is or the request is coming from this person, what to do next. It should be, should I email, should I send it for the approval request, or should I just dump it to somewhere else. So there are multiple options there. Internet is not helping. Okay, so one more application if you have ever used or seen is Yammer. I'm sorry, I have caps on. Get the ID. So if you have never used Microsoft Yammer, it's part of your Office 365 plan, and it provides you Microsoft Facebook. This is a Facebook which Microsoft has developed, and you can use it for your internal organization usage. Just like I did for last year, I did share that Happy Holidays team, and share this. Everyone in my team in the office got this message and they liked it, or they replied back or something. So Microsoft uses a lot, and I have a lot of other access through here. Microsoft US partner community or education community, or Office enterprise pre-release, or solution advisory board. Because I was MVP, so I had access to some more extra places like this one, advisory board. So I'm also showing you Yammer, which is Microsoft's Facebook for corporates. So these are the applications which I wanted to show you, but I also wanted to show you what else you can do using your Office 365. Is one more thing. So I'll go back. This is the SharePoint. I'll go back to my admin center. Hope internet works. Old days were good, right? When you used to have a cable, you were sure that there's a internet here if you connect. Okay. Today, you don't know. Internet. But this is the admin center in Office 365 where you have all the admin portals. So Azure AD is very powerful. It provides you a lot of things which you can collaborate with your on-premises. So I'm trying to see if I have access to everything because I don't synchronize anything from my on-premises here, but my customers does, and you provide the solution there that if they want, they can synchronize their Active Directory groups to Azure AD, and they just need to manage their groups in the on-premises. They don't have to manage the groups in the Azure AD. As soon as they manage their groups as far as they manage the groups in the Azure, in their on-premises Active Directory, they're good. I mean, it automatically synchronizes everything to Azure AD and applies the permissions. We just need to configure it one time here, and apart from that, always it will be done by the synchronization. They just need to do it on premises. If I come here and if I want to set up a group for assigning the licenses, I can come here, I can select the license plan which I would like to use for everyone, or let's say I'm going to use E3 plan, and I can just assign a licensed group. I can just, if the group has synchronized, then it will start showing here, and we can add a group here. So that way, it's much easier for the end system administrator. They just have to add the group members in the AD. That's the power of Office 365 today. All right. Is there any question?
So previously what you were just showing, it can link to Active Directory.
Yeah.
So basically, we have a bunch of Active Directory groups, and each Active Directory group has certain list of members in it. They can only have access to this folder in Microsoft Teams, this folder in Microsoft Teams. We can set that up. In other words, similar to SharePoint. You know how SharePoint, we had certain folders, but those folders could only be accessed by certain groups. But we had it before, we had to set all the permissions in SharePoint until someone made an idea. Why don't we just link to Active Directory? So with Microsoft Teams, we can pretty much do the same thing as SharePoint. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Microsoft Teams is a collaboration tool which provides collaboration of multiple applications together in one application. So you open one application, you don't have to look for another application.
Well, so Microsoft Teams, it can communicate just like SharePoint through Active Directory.
Yeah, it is SharePoint. It is accessing the data from the back.
I see.
It's a front end. I'm giving you everything. You want the food, you want the juice, you want a tea, you want dessert, you want everything. So I'm giving you everything. That's what it is doing. All kind of things.
So to get all those things, each one do you pay for separately or they're packed?
Yeah, you already paid for that.
Oh, okay.
Rather than you access going to browser individually, you get everything together at one place. That's the thing. So when I talk about Azure AD, that's like you are doing the changes in your local Active Directory, and then that can be synchronized, and it can be customized more that way. That you assign few licenses to one group of the users and few other licenses to different group of users. In fact, within the licenses, if you want to assign the different applications to different users, that also you can do by doing this in a much easier way. That you don't have to go to individual configuration. You configure a group, one-time activity, you do that, and then you are ready this way. So, going back to the slide, that's pretty much the demo. And next slide is my connection slide. So if you would like to connect with me more to learn, because I do a lot of other speaking as well, just not here. So probably next April, I have Azure Bootcamp conference coming in Microsoft Live Vista location in April, I think 3rd or 4th week. But mostly I will be announcing all the conferences in the Meetup group. So Meetup user group, if you go meetup.com/LAEXUG, you will see most of the updates from me if I'm doing anything, then you will see there. But if you are part of other groups, then they are listed, and follow me on the Twitter. And that's it. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you find your language here.